going back, looking at sets I had commentated, and one of those big marquee sets for me was commentating Skittles and Zamba, and it kind of brought me back to that little rivalry they had where back-to-back weekends they played at Frosty Fostics and Level Up Arena 4. And yeah, Skittles is a savant in this matchup for sure. So I want to see what Atomic brings to the table because, you know, he's one of the other two kind of super out-of-region threats coming to Sweet Spot 8 to try to take our crown from us. So I'm excited what he brings to the table. Not much crossplay with the Midwest. Last time I seen him at a tournament I was at was Rewire Fest, actually.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm excited to see what this kid can do going against Skittles.
Yeah, me too. So far, though, Skittles very much in the driver's seat in the neutral side of this game. You know, but I mean, I feel like in any given game against Young Link, you know, you do have to just kind of like accept it. Like, okay, I'm going to take 70 at some point off of a string. The frame data is just too good. But
yeah, the counterplay is minimal.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, just doing a really good job of also just finding the opportunities as well. And not a lot of opportunities have come out for Atomic yet. But that does, oh my gosh, 25 damage for hitting. Goes a long way on somebody as light as Young Link.
Yeah, I mean, Rob has a lot of crooked moves, but one that doesn't get talked about enough is that laser, you know. It charges up so quickly, and that full charge, like you said, does a bunch of damage.
Absolutely.
But you mentioned it earlier, like you kind of have to sit and take your 70, or in this case, 197. You know, Young Link is another one of the characters in this game, many characters in this game, that fall for the Marthitis kind of boy, you know.
He totally
does a bunch of damage, but can't really find the stocks in these tough scenarios. Just kind of has to whittle you down to 200 and find a nair. That's really what we find. Or that forward throw.
Yeah. Yeah, 209%.
Yeah, so what Atomic has to do is kind of harness that weakness of Young Link and then kind of, it sounds bad when I say gimmick the stocks, but pretty much just rob the stocks from Skittles right underneath him. You know, you're sitting at 200 and he's sitting at 97. Rob actually has a lot more stock-taking power in those scenarios. So if Atomic can start, you know, pushing those scenarios in his way, it will start becoming an uphill battle for Skittles.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like we call it gimmicking, whatever, but it really is just playing the matchup. Sometimes you just have to play the matchup in these games. You got to play to win.
Yes, indeed. And, you know, Atomic is here to win. You know, you don't come all the way from Texas just to vibe with the homies.
No,
I mean, maybe some people do. And more power to you if you do.
True.
But
yeah, no, I said that like no one would ever do that.
Yeah, like nobody ever at all.
Friends? What? There's only Smash.
Only Smash Brothers. And only the serious kind, too.
Yeah, absolutely. But as we were talking, just Tanner Skittles did an excellent job of just adding that damage on slowly but surely, and then like you said, just like finding it once the damage was high enough, just with like one of those simple neutral moves, you know? That's just kind of the game plan here.
Yeah, and there goes that up air. But we all know Skittles is manning this Young Link like a Maserati machine. It's 0 to 100 very quickly.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, kind of going for like, you know, the 0 to death combo there. But Skittles not going to be falling for that right now.
Yeah, and that double nair, so nasty, and what a fire arrow extension. Skittles is still cooking with the hottest gas that Rob wishes he had access to.
Gas-powered robot right there. Ooh, yeah, and I mean also just those like fire arrows just make even just using the gyro a little bit more annoying. Because they like clank in the air and it makes it so you can't really throw it very well. Okay, B. Is it gonna kill? I kind of wow, okay, wow.
Yeah, no, I get it. You know, you've watched Skittles a lot when you start doubting hero spin. Like, you're like,
I've had my heart broken too many times.
Man, I don't know. Whenever I see Skittles, I get very sentimental because a lot of my greatest sets, commentary sets, are when Skittles is on screen. But I remember him playing Rocky at Gateway Legends. There was one moment where he got a hero spin and it actually didn't KO, and he ended up like getting timed out that game or something. It was like nuts.
I mean, let's be real. Like Young Link in general, but like, you know, Skittles, you know, sometimes got it coming. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very privileged character. You know, we're sitting here talking about how busted Rob is and all that, but like, you ever look at Young Link's frame data?
Yeah, you know,
he can do like a nair and 2 back airs and 1 full hop. You know what I mean? Like,
it's insane stuff. Like, he has boxing capabilities to rival Mario, but can't be tools to kind of keep up with Pac-Man. It's like nuts.
Having said that, though, both of these characters absolutely take a lot of skill to pilot, especially at this level.
Oh, yeah. And the BPM is insane on both players, especially when they get into their advantage states. They are expected to press a lot of buttons in very rapid succession. Oh, okay. We're side being, putting out the rotor arm for the first time in the set.
Absolutely. And this time, I mean, just that, is that it? Almost. Pretty similar start to the last game, I have to say.
Yeah, I saw Atomic take a really big, deep breath because he's like, okay, I'm still alive. I just have to put on my offense. Now it's my turn to kind of put the hurt and put the pressure onto Skittles.
You really just can't let yourself become, kind of triggered or angered by these, like, really high, heavy-hitting, damaging combos that Young Link has.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's the scenario you don't want to be in. Down tilting your shield is Skittles, and you just got to get out of there.
And I like that, too, just like recognizing that you really do just have to respect that down air from from Young Link. Because, like, you stick something out into it, like maybe think, oh, I can grab this. And then you get hit by it and you're dead.
Yeah, it's over.
It's a crazy move.
It is curtains, but I don't know. Atomic is playing the game plan exactly how you should. He's at 171, throwing out these back airs, trying to find the stock on Skittles before Skittles can close this one out. But the jump read is Skittles' trademark. He loves doing that fair and catching you, getting a little froggy.
I mean, it's like both of the links have such good fairs for that exact type thing. You know what I mean? Just like calling out jumps. They're essentially aerial smash attacks.
I mean, all the links have it. I was on the receiving end of Trey John 6 bomb fair. Rookie combo.
Absolutely. Well, see, look at that. Like just the short hop back air with enough time to also nair before you land. That's pretty crazy.
Yes, and Young Link gets, the benefit of the doubt because unlike Rob, who's super popular, has kind of just, ever since he got his top spot, has never really let it go. Young Link was one of those characters that a lot of people just fell out of favor with. So a lot of his insane techniques and insane advantage state and just great characteristics kind of fall under the radar time and time again.
Yeah, I agree, and I've definitely also noticed that in recent tier lists. Like a lot of people kind of putting Young Link, barely catching that out.
Yeah, and there it goes.
Yeah. He's really just staying out there just to make you absolutely positive. But, very much dead there.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that edge guarding sequence from Atomic. You got to utilize that Rob can fly.
Oh, almost kind of a shame that tripped there because I imagine that what Atomic really wanted was to push Skittles into that gyro. And then get something much bigger out of it. But instead, just a trip happening, and, you have to be content just to have that 32% put on.
You got to avoid that. And, man, I don't know if it was intentional, but the boomerang pump fake into the nair on the air dodge, very great stuff for Skittles to put that stock away. He is sitting at a deficit, but, I've seen Skittles come back from these before.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, just one little combo puts, Atomic at a similar percent to where Skittles is right now. Ooh, pushing Atomic off stage. Good job covering that part of the stage with that gyro so you can land, regain some stage control here, and gather your breath. But can you gather your breath when you've got so many arrows coming at you?
Yeah, and I'm just kind of at a loss if I'm in Atomic's shoes because I don't know. He for sure has a game plan in his sense because this game is a lot more closer. It's really anybody's to win here.
Yeah.
But do you kind of keep this slower pace that we've had? I mean, we're 3 minutes in this game, and it seems like we're probably not even close to the conclusion. I mean, or do you kind of pick it up? Because I know Rob can play fast.
Oh, great parry. And there definitely is a moment where it's like, okay, your game plan worked to a certain point, but then everything goes out the window. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where we're at right now. And do we just start swinging?
Yeah, we're at that point of the time where both players could find a KO confirmed here, and the bomb at point blank. Skittles gives us an explosive finish to game 2.
Yeah, that was actually pretty crazy. The point blank bomb and kind of buffering that short hop up air. In the exact right spot for it. Just almost like a little doubles combo you do with yourself.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Skittles. He's so on point. He's been doing these item confirmed for literally years at this point. He just has a muscle memory down, and not even, I say muscle memory, but it's more of like reactive sometimes.
Yeah,
because I see
agree,
him hit fire arrows, and he's like, oh, okay, time to go for this.
Yeah.
And sometimes he does hit those fire arrows. Like one of the things I see him do a lot is that he does autopilot that up tilt sometimes, but it's because it's a safe option and it's a nice read. So I really like how Skittles interacts with his items, and you have to be that crafty if you're going to man a character like Toon Link. I mean, Young Link.
You know, they're both fairly young Links, so.
Yeah.
Much better start here from Atomic on this game. The damage getting tacked on earlier for Atomic on Skittles. Ooh, kind of going for it all there with that up smash.
Yeah.
Able to, didn't really get punished for it though, so.
Oh my goodness, just pile drives him into the gyro and a nice extension. Wait, Atomic is cooking here at the beginning of this game 3.
Yeah, really interesting stuff with the gyro there. You don't see it used that way very much to like juggle, you know what I mean? It's pretty interesting. But the damage being tacked on pretty quickly now.
Yeah.
Back in the favor of Skittles.
Oh man, there's some nutty things that have been going on in this set, and Atomic just deep breaths. He is really taking this to the, I'm going to control the pace of this match, and it's going to slow down. And I like that. That's something that I haven't seen really any other Robs do against Skittles. Like you mentioned, you know, he has a pretty good record sometimes on the Epic Gabriel. He's traded games with Zamba. And a lot of times those guys like to play fast. Yeah. Atomic here is slowing it down to a crawl. Got the advantage super early on and said, hey, buddy, I know you want to interact and get this 100% right back, but we're slowing it down.
Ooh. That's crazy that that's he's taunting there too as well. Yeah, probably just getting a little bit annoyed with that game plan that just is working. And now look at him. Tanner is the one who's stalling now.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to bait him out there to kind of mess with that bomb recovery, but it's always a bait. It's always a bait.
Literally always. Oh, is that yes? Almost. Okay, I thought just the raw gyro was enough. Skittles almost living to 100 or almost living to 200 here so far.
Yes, indeed. And honestly, I feel like maybe the next Nair that connects for Atomic will take the stock, but obviously Skittles knows that and is literally playing around all the KO options Rob has right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh.
Yeah, that's another nice double fair, and there goes the uppie, and yeah, Atomic knows that means big damage.
Oh my gosh, is that it?
Wait.
Holy crap.
And he survives!
He survives. Just that, almost, like with that rage, I think was able to give Skittles just the extra little oomph to get that up B to actually kill Atomic here. And what a huge swing that is from how this game started as well.
Yeah, Timekeeper. It's like maybe too early to call, but Skittles is most definitely in his bag. He's looking like that monster that just dominates every national that he goes to. I'm very excited to see Skittles continue to play here because that was an insane combo.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. Yeah, looking very good. And just like 77% now on Atomic. That boomerang coming in to interrupt, putting Atomic in a really awkward spot.
Yeah, I get the frustration because it feels like sometimes when you get hit by Young Link, all agency is out of your hands. You just kind of have to sit here and take that up air.
Yeah, there's literally nothing you can do. Like, you have to take it, and you have to pray it doesn't kill you.
Yeah, you have to kind of GG go next with every interaction, or you're going to find yourself in just a continuous Young Link vortex.
Yep. Okay, yeah, and you know, Skittles sitting here using that gyro to his own advantage.
Oh, man, just pieced him up there.
Yeah.
Didn't finish literally any of his moves. He went jab, jab, fair one.
Yeah, it was like fair one into a true Nair. That was a true sweet spot Nair. That was sick.
Yeah, that's another nice double fair. There goes the
This
uppie.
was the big
Atomic
swing
knows that means big damage.
Oh my gosh, is that it?
It's able to drift and he back.
survived.
You rarely ever see Hero Spin catching out for
Skittles
Skittles like
sitting here
that.
using that's definitely like a gyro to his own advantage.
Oh, wow. Man,
goodness.
That was a nasty interaction because he went for back air one, fair one, jab, jab, nair. Like, insane stuff.
Yeah, just like these little custom combos.
And that fake. Yeah, that pump fake was so nasty.
Thank
so
you.
nasty.
Yeah. Thank you, Seven, for those replays. Excellent stuff.
Oh, yeah. Let's give our roses to Seven. You know, obviously, one of the GOATs of the Midwest area is what makes me and you look so pretty on the screen right now.
Yeah,
honestly, you know, if there wasn't that nice little let me fly big in right below me, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, big shout out to Seven. Thank you again.
Yes. Speaking of shout outs, out to one of the players coming up to the stage right now, Shadzix, you know, a young KC player. Obviously, he's usually typically on like the lower half of our PR.
Yeah.
We know this kid always has the gumption to do something big, but it just feels like sometimes he doesn't